Okay, we're gonna be talking about how to stop junk traffic and spam with your Google ad campaigns, specifically with video campaigns, things, tricks that you can do to avoid these spammers, okay? Because that's been happening all around the internet. One of the statistics and studies shows that over 28% of traffic is actually spam online, right? There's the non-human bots basically submitting their information, crawling websites. That's why you see a lot of, WordPress sites and blog posts with comments, of actual spam, right? And people just trying to like fish for information, things like that. So we're gonna be talking about different methods that you can implement right now with your offers online, specifically with the video campaigns on YouTube ads to prevent this from happening. So let's dive right in. Okay, so one thing that we want to talk about is invalid clicks, which is something that happens often, okay, with Google ads, specifically with PPC campaigns, but we're seeing a lot of it more on the video campaign side nowadays, okay? We're gonna take a look at our screen here. What is Google talking about these invalid clicks and what we can do? So looking at invalid clicks, their definition, there are clicks on ads that aren't a result of genuine user interest, including intentionally fraudulent traffic and accidental or duplicate clicks. So Google has stated, and we've talked to various Google reps about this, and they do mention that they have a multi-layered approach to protect advertisers from invalid clicks, right? So they do have a few more support docs here that we can share with you on the description as well. But here are a few examples. So manual clicks meant to increase your advertising costs or increase profits for website owners hosting your ads. We have seen a lot of AdSense, Google AdSense farms or click farms out there that are taking advantage of this situation, right? And they're scammers, right? They're illegal fraudsters. They go on ads and click on ads specifically to bring up costs, right? Or to just like send traffic to the specific pages where they have their Google AdSense hosted, right? So that way they can get paid that way. So that's something that's being monitored constantly. And Google does say that they do have some prevention mechanisms from these clicks being taken into account on the system. So this is what they're saying. You do have a way, if you're concerned about invalid clicks on your ads, you can address the issues yourself, learn about troubleshooting invalid clicks. Let's just click on it ourselves. So it says troubleshooting clicks. Again, they do mention they have a sophisticated monitoring detection systems to identify, report, and act on invalid clicks or impressions when our systems find that they have occurred. However, if you're concerned about the activity that seems suspicious, answer the questions below. So you can actually go through this process and see if you have discrepancy. So a lot of things that are happening right now is, we're getting, fake form submissions on the website. So we can kind of go to that, and I think it'll prompt something different. Okay, so when I did that, it sent me here. I see fake form submissions. So Google obviously says it isn't responsible for visitors' behavior on your website. The visitors in question may be visiting via Google search results or may have bookmarked your page. You won't be charged for these kind of visits. We've often found that these type of submissions are generated by automated programs that crawl the web to insert links and keywords pertaining to your website. This is done to increase popularity or ranking of the site. You can consider adding a CAPTCHA to your form that may help with prevent such submissions. Okay, so the invalid clicks, and they actually mention it here, you can send the IP addresses to the Google's click quality team right here. So this is one way that you could do it. So that's number one, is if you have the IP addresses of these users, if you are somehow tracking these clicks, then you would send it. You can send it to Google direct. Okay, there's a form there. We'll send that link in the description. We'll add it in here at the bottom so you can take a look. So that's one way, is report on that. Now I know that for video campaigns, you cannot do IP exclusions directly on the dashboard. For Google search ads or PPC, you can add IP exclusions so that way your ads are not shown for specific IPs that for a fact are fraudsters, right, or spam. But on video campaigns, that's something that's not possible right now. Another way that you can try and prevent the spam is adding a CAPTCHA, like Google had said also on the form, adding that CAPTCHA. So when you go to log in or submit some information, it asks you to, select, let's say, the number of street walks, right, or the number of motorcycles on a picture. That's a way to prevent the bots from happening. It will not prevent the fake actual people that are unscrupulous and they're going in there and clicking through, right, on purpose, right, with no real intent. So that is a hit or miss from that perspective.
Hey, really quickly, if you are somebody that's looking to get into YouTube ads, whether you want to do it yourself or you want it completely done for you, what I recommend is that you go down to the description of this video and click on the top link. What that will allow you to do is book a free strategy session with somebody on our team where we will sit down with you completely for free and see if YouTube ads make sense for your business. And with that, let's jump back into the video.
Okay, so depending on the funnel that you're using or the funnel builder, landing page builder, or website, you can actually do enable form spam protection. These are different options that particular, like I said, WordPress builders have, or any other landing page builders would have to prevent these spammers to penetrate the form. Okay, so that's one way that you can go about it, because it is a common way that spammers, like I said, they crawl websites and they, you know, put a script on the website, so that way they submit these forms constantly on websites, and you're showing, you know, and you're getting all this junk on your comments of a particular website and things like that. So it's very similar for contact forms as well. There's also a very unique way. It's called the Honeypot Form Field, and this way it's a special form. It's designed to trick the spam bot. So basically, when a spam bot fills out the form, it fills out all the fields, you know, including the honeypot field. However, because the honeypot field is hidden, it won't let this person submit. So that helps you identify the genuine form submissions. So it's definitely something useful to consider. It's called the Honeypot Form Field. Okay, another way that you can prevent spam and form submissions on your site or bots is to hire a company or buy a software for bot protection and website monitoring. Once you sign up for something like this, it'll let you know. So something like ClickSees is a perfect example for, you know, identifying invalid clicks on particular campaigns and traffic, where they're coming from, and it'll let you know, so you can make a strong case and be able to show that to Google that you are receiving invalid clicks and unwanted, you know, spammers on your website after an ad click. This is also a very good way for you to monitor that. There's also the website monitoring, which ultimately are essential for just kind of keeping your site up and running. Things that are down, it'll let you know, if there's certain attacks on the website, people are trying to crawl your website and things like that. There's various options online that you can find to see if your site is vulnerable to specific attacks from spammers and things like that. Okay, and one of the last options that you can do, this is more so for Google search campaigns, because in the video campaigns, you don't necessarily have this option, is the location targeting. The location targeting settings, you will be able to target, you have some options that are recommended by Google where you're showing to people in regularly or have shown interest in the targeting locations, right? Or the other one is the presence, people in or regularly in your targeted locations. And that's the one that you want to choose to avoid, other countries from actually showing interest in your target location, right? Because that's essentially is that most spammers have come outside of your targeted location. And, obviously there are IP VPNs users, the proxies that they just bypass and get your ads served to them and they just click on them. But at least this is one way that you can limit those spammers from out of the country that you're targeting from getting into your ad click and funnel. So these are some particular ways that you can use right now to stop all these spammers from clicking your ads. It's not a foolproof way. There's, we're still struggling with some clicks slipping through the cracks of informed submissions of people that have fake emails, right? There's a lot of spammers out there. Ultimately, you just want to apply different solutions, do the ClickSees, right? So sign up with ClickSees, contact as a recap. You want to add the CAPTCHA on your forms to limit those spam submissions, those bot submissions. You want to obviously contact Google themselves and just tell them the issue. If you're really having a massive issue, if more than 50% of your clicks are invalid, that is a big issue. So you want to contact Google and explain, and especially if they're charging for it. They claim to have this sophisticated, multi-layered, invalid click approach, right, to preventing that. But you want to contact them and present the case, right? If you have ClickSees, you have an easier way to present the case for them. Definitely recommend it. And then all the other form fields, that the Honeypot form field submission as well, the technique to really limit the amount of submissions that go through your funnel. That's another way. So definitely look into these options if you're struggling with spammers and invalid clicks right now, because I'm telling you, it's out there, okay? And we want to protect obviously our clients' budgets, our own budgets, and not have to spend money on wasted clicks like that on Google. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified when we drop some more video ad knowledge your way. We'll see you on the next one.